Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Live from Texas, USA, it's the In Wheel Time car talk show. Coming up, we check in with Kevin Hall with Texas Nostalgia Modified Production. Later, we'll look at the stories making automotive news headlines. And boy, I got a stack of it.
There you go.
Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars, King Conrad DeLong. We need more Jeff Seekin. I'm Don Armstrong. Thanks so much for joining on this Saturday. And we are going to be joining Mr. Kevin Hall here momentarily. Apparently, we've gotten in on some sort of beer party out there.
I guess. It looks good.
But it does look good. Let's go. Kevin Hall, Texas Nostalgia Modified Production. Howdy.
How you doing, sir?
Well, we're doing great. We need to get that telephone just a little bit closer to your mouth. And we need to, well, maybe not that close, okay? But at any rate, we need, and we don't want to be looking up your nostrils now, nothing like that. We just want to have that nice, beautiful face of yours on TV. Can you supply us with that?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
they're using your camera.
Yeah, you got too many cameras there, Kevin. You got one.
Wait just a minute.
We're good.
Yeah, so I'll let you guys figure all this out. In the meantime, Conrad and I will have a conversation.
There you go.
All right.
Did you see the recalls this week? Honda is recalling more than 330,300 vehicles for side view mirrors that may detach. The recall includes, I think we could probably get that off. There you go. Thank you. The recall includes the 2020 to 22 Honda Audacy, the Honda Passport, and 20 to 21 Honda Pilot, and 20 to 21 Ridgeline, which is darn near almost everything that they
built,
make.
Yeah.
Heating pads, you know about those.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the side view mirrors can lose adhesion, causing the glass to potentially detach, according to a Honda recall document.
Huh.
Detached mirror glass can reduce driver visibility, blah, 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 and you may cut yourself. Affected vehicles produced at Honda's plant in Lincoln, Alabama. They don't know how to mix the glue there, apparently. Honda has received 71 warranty claims related to the issue, no injuries. Dealers will replace both left and right side mirrors. Owners will be notified by mail beginning May the 8th.
So we're going to wait 2 months to notify them?
Yeah.
Wait a month to notify
what
them?
is up with that?
That's generally done because of part availability.
Well,
so once the parts become available,
but no.
Then they announce the recall.
yeah. Otherwise, they
wanna
notify them today, and they start showing up at the dealerships, and they get all angry because there's no parts for them, and they have to come back anyhow. So they just delay notifying them until the parts inventory is built up.
Yep.
Same thing happened with Takata airbags.
Not that anybody's going to actually take their car in. The mirror fell off. We'll just leave it like that. Then there's the high voltage battery pack may short circuit on the Ford F-150 Lightning. Didn't they just start remaking that again this week? Here we go again. Transmission built with incorrect sun gear. In the Cadillac XT5, XT6, Chevy Blazer, Chevy Traverse, and the GMC Acadia 22 to 23 model years. I think every Mercedes known to man is being recalled again. Water intrusion from the AC drain hose may cause a short, or the rear door window trim bars may detach. I didn't know that they were running prisoners. Tow hitch harness fire while parked or driving on the Kia Carnival 2022 to 2023. Mars, have you had the Carnival? I don't believe I've had a Carnival.
No,
A Kia Carnival. Windshield wipers may fail on the Hyundai Palisade. Tow hitch harness fire while parked or driving. Hyundai Santa Cruz, Santa Fe Hybrid, and Santa Fe Plug-in Hybrid, 22 to 23 model years. So, as we always recommend, please, please, please go to safercar.gov, have your VIN number of your car, which is on your insurance card.
Plug it in. It's
Plug it in, and it will
long.
tell you if there's a recall and if the recall has been completed.
Right.
It's pretty easy. Pretty
The other thing is the judge finally granted a class action certification to a lawsuit against General Motors for transmission failures on their 8-speed transmissions from 2015 to 2019. That is going to be a lot of vehicles because that's generally all the pickups and utilities.
I'm surprised that Ford hasn't gone bankrupt just on recalls alone.
Well, this one, if my experience with class action lawsuits, the attorneys are going to make $50 million, and everybody in the class is going to get $1.75.
Yeah.
I heard it was $1.98.
So they moved it up, huh? Yep. So anyhow,
All right. There's that. I guess Mr. Morris has some sort of an emergency working,
Gotta go.
and he is going to have to go out. Okay. Well, again,
he's going to go call them.
he's going to call him. Dealership. Number of U.S. dealerships rose slightly in 2022 after dropping 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Though new vehicle sales per franchise or throughput declined nearly 9% amid reduced new vehicle availability. That, according to Automotive News' annual dealership census. They counted 18,271 franchise dealerships on January 1st. Each franchise, on average, sold 425 new vehicles last year, an 8.8% decline, according to the census. Ford Motor Company shed 35 dealerships last year, a 1% decline. Ford brand gained 19 exclusive stores but shed 31 franchises to land almost 3,000 franchises at the beginning of 2023. Lincoln lost 54 franchises, shed 4 exclusives last year. It had 637 franchises on January 1st.
Well,
Cadillac dealers sold 240 new vehicles per franchise, up 45% for the industry's largest percentage gain.
Yes.
Cadillac's dealer network includes 564 franchises.
Beautiful.
Well, and remember that GM is putting pressure on Buick and Cadillac franchises to make huge investments in EV service and repair.
Yeah.
And a lot of dealers are choosing not to make those $250,000, $500,000 investments in their facilities to
Well,
do
you can
those.
imagine. I mean,
And they're going to
the
fold,
dealerships
go out of
in
business.
Shiner, Texas, they don't sell that many cars to begin with.
True.
It's a small dealership, and you're going to ask the guy to stick in a $500,000 into his
Yeah,
service.
there was a dealership in Robstown, Texas, which is south of Corpus Christi. That it was a Buick GMC Cadillac.
Yep.
And I think they had maybe one Cadillac, a couple of GMCs, things of that. They were sold more GMCs than anything. Small little corner place.
Well,
I think that's recently been bought by the Beck and Maston Group here in
Probably so.
Houston.
Yeah.
well, Mr. Mars has gotten the transmission issue straightened out with Kevin Hall, Texas Nostalgia Modified Production. Kev, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're looking good, my friend. We thank you for joining us today.
That's
That's not Kevin.
Sir.
Kevin's in the background.
Oh, my
That's
God.
okay. We'll talk
So
to whoever's here.
who is this mystery man that I'm talking to?
This is Kevin.
Yeah, I mean,
My pictures on yours. That's
Oh, there we
There
go.
you go.
the picture you were seeing was Tony Smith. He's the 3-time champion of the Nostalgia Superstock.
so
And-
okay. So when you say superstock, you're talking about explain that because we were talking to you about the modified production.
Yes, I have 2 modified production drivers here with me, and 2 Nostalgia Superstock drivers also.
Well,
Okay.
can we lay the groundwork here? We're talking about drag racing. So there's a
Yes, sir.
difference between circle track, asphalt, dirt, drag.
Well, this is drag racing. They call it nostalgia, but this is drag racing that I grew up with in the 60s and 70s, where you launch on the clutch. This isn't these things that you see on TV where everybody's got the trans brake and you launch on a button. But you guys, everything launches on a clutch. Everything's got a carburetor. None of these high-tech electronic modifications are allowed in your category, correct?
That is correct. We leave off the clutch and we manually shift them, and they are carbureted, and there's no fuel injected or anything.
So have you got a car there close that we can see?
Yes.
One of these guys that's with you? There you go.
Oh, Chevy Monza. Or an Oldsmobile Starfire, I'm not sure which. Forenza.
So, Kevin, whose car is this? This is the Rollo brothers out of Houston.
This car belongs to the Rollo brothers, and they're doing a 4-link bar change A lot of these cars are really pretty sophisticated, and to make the car leave and the way it goes and handles, they got a 4-link, and they make a 4-link bar change, and that's what they're doing right now, getting ready for the first qualifying pass, and they're making a 4-link bar change on their car. And we're going to walk over here. I'm going to show you another car.
Walk fast. Oh, a Corvette. I love a Corvette.
Yeah, everybody loves a Corvette.
This is another car that runs in our series. And, it's driven by Matt Thomas. And, that's Matt right there. If you have any questions, I'd like to talk to Matt. He's the driver of this Corvette. He runs in our class also.
Well, yeah, I got a question. What's under the hood?
So it's a 282 small block, about 800 horsepower.
And you got a 4-speed manual, right?
It's a 5-speed.
5-speed.
Manual. Yes, sir.
And your category doesn't allow any power adder, so nobody's spraying, nobody's turbo, nobody's supercharged, correct?
That's correct. This is just naturally aspirated. Got two like 4150 series style carburetors on it, and just all motor.
That's a lot of horsepower out of a little bitty motor.
It is. This was a Comp Eliminator piece several years ago, so it's retired out of that. Probably not quite competitive in comp anymore, but for this, it's the perfect thing.
So in your racing, do you guys race kind of like Comp Eliminator in brackets? So each class has a index time to run, or do you guys just run what you brung?
So it's similar in some ways. We do run on an index, but to keep all the costs in check, this is kind of run on like a bracket style index. So every car has its own based on what category it falls into, but we can't break out. If we go too fast, we're out.
Okay. So you might leave on a staggered light if you're against a different class.
Yes, we do. Okay. Yeah, staggered tree, but it's still a 4/10 pro tree.
Cool. And
good. Are you running quarter mile or 1,000 foot?
We're running eighth mile.
Eighth mile.
So the index that I'm gonna run on today is like a 546, I think. Eighth mile index.
And then will you adjust that index based on what track you're at and what's available as far as the atmosphere goes at the track? Or does
right.
that
Yeah.
Okay.
Once we select our index, we're locked into that for that whole event.
For the whole event.
But as the season progresses, we get into July, August, something like that, I'll probably bump down to a slower index because I just won't have as much power available.
Oh, just for the heat of the day. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
So how many seasons have you been running in this class, in this category?
This will be my third race today.
Oh, wow.
My third race in this car also.
And where are you based out of?
Wichita Falls, Texas.
Okay. So you driving all around the state to find an event to run in?
Yes, sir.
Why this class and not something that's more regulated with NHRA or IHRA or something?
Say that again.
Why this class? I mean, why the nostalgic and take a former Comp Eliminator car?
Well, so the reason for this class mainly is it keeps the cost a lot more in check. To run this car in comp would be, it would cost several $1,000s per race. I can come do this for $500 or $600 a race and still be competitive. If I ran comp, I would be like a 30 or 40 under car, and I might qualify, but it would be a struggle.
Okay.
And then, what do you get as far as sponsorship goes? How does that play out? Because I see you've got something on the side of the car. You're kind of standing in the way.
This car, all this
Auburn
stuff
Automotive.
is painted and was on the car originally, so it's just stayed. It's not really sponsorship. It's just old school hand painted lettering, and it's under the clear, so it's not like it's easy to take off either.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Car.
good. They get some data.
Very good. So, kick us back over to Kevin.
All right.
Some,
He's on the phone.
Ah,
I can hear you.
never mind. He's on the phone.
So, do you guys also run a class-specific tire?
We don't have a class tire. Some guys run Hoosiers, some guys run Goodyears, and some guys run M&H. Some guys run Mickey Thompson. It's really the driver's choice on which tire they want.
I meant as far as size goes.
Oh, no, they can run any size. Some guys run 33, 15, 16s. Some guys run 33, 10, 5. Some guys run 32, 14s, 15. They all run different sizes. It just depends on how much room they have under their fenders and stuff.
Okay. And all of that ties into how much power the car makes, how it launches, how it's set up, and they may choose that tire because that's what works best with their vehicle.
Yes, sir. And too, a lot of times what they do is they'll change tires to change their rear end, without changing the gears and stuff. The rear end, what they'll do is they'll change the tire size to get different
To change it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because that'll adjust your RPMs for the traps on the top end.
Yes.
Well, very good. How many cars you got out there this weekend?
This weekend, so far here, we have 6.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. Very good. Very good. Well, I'm glad the weather cleared up. It was raining when we talked yesterday.
Yes, it was raining, and it's clearing about 75 right now.
Nice. Nice. Good racing weather.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate it, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Kevin Hall, Texas Nostalgia Modified Production. Did we touch on the 6-second VW that won $10,000?
No, we didn't get quite that far.
Okay, sorry about that. All right, got some headlines to tell you about. Ford Motor Company on Tuesday confirmed it will end sales of the Transit Connect small van in the North American area after the 23 model year. The automaker, which hasn't publicly commented on the plans until now, said in a statement, the decision stemmed from the company's efforts to reduce global manufacturing cost and complexity alongside decreased demand for the compact van segment. Ford currently imports the vehicle to North America from a plant in Valencia, Spain. Don't they have oranges there?
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. Now, they're not going to be built any longer for the U.S., but they'll still be being built for other parts of the world.
I would assume so.
Continue to be built in Spain and sold in European markets.
There you go. So get one here in the U.S., put it away, and then take it to like Mecum or Barrett.
Yeah, and still get nothing for it. Top executives at Toyota's North American operations anticipate new vehicle average transaction prices will break the $50,000 barrier and will continue to rise. That demand will outstrip supply again this year, even as the supply chain recovers, and that there now may be as many as 6 million potential new vehicle buyers sidelined by inventory and pricing.
Wow.
Speaking to reporters on Monday to give a periodic update on Japanese automakers' business, Jack Hollis, head of sales for Toyota Motor, said 2023 would likely see Toyota and Lexus pick up another 100,000 sales above the 2.1 million it sold in the U.S. last year, but also could see a slight drop in its market share. Well, there's more car manufacturers with the EV thing, and they're still trying to sort that out. What an absolute nightmare that is. If you're going to buy, if you got deep pockets, it doesn't make any difference. Because if the Rivian or one of those other places goes out of business, no big deal.
Yeah, what are you going to do as far as warranty or parts in the future?
Just sell it. Just get rid of it and go buy you another car. But for some of these, they're going after the $30,000 to $50,000 EV market, and they're brand new, Lucid.
Yeah.
There's several of them out there.
Elon is with the 3.
With the 3.
Tesla's really dropped the price of that 3 to make it more affordable for anybody.
Yeah.
So, he's trying to chase that lower price market.
Speaking of EVs, Swiss instrument supplier Infocon has been detecting air leaks for years on air conditioners, refrigeration, airbags, and transmission housings to look for manufacturing flaws and toxic chemicals. Now, the auto industry is asking the company to find leaks in a booming new segment, electric vehicle batteries. And it's not about getting air out, it's about the possibility of water getting in. Rainwater splashing into a battery enclosure from the road surface or lake water seeping in while the owner of an electric SUV launches a fishing boat can potentially ruin a big battery.
You think?
Inficon's solution is to apply a technology it's been using for years on other products to batteries coming down the assembly line. It pumps helium into the battery packs and then robotics.
It makes it talk in a real high voice.
And then robotic sensors move in like airport drug-sniffing dogs to detect any sign of the gas escaping. I need one of those for the bedroom.
The gas escaping? Yeah. Is it like a sniffer for the AC?
Yep.
Okay.
Very much so.
Yep. So, like a 9-volt battery, when you used to put on your tongue and test, can you do that? Is that how they test them?
I think
Except
that
it'll make your eyes cross.
and I think that you'd probably lose your tongue.
Yeah.
It would explode out of your
that
mouth.
That company needs to join with a computer company up in Austin. They can go from Infocon to Infidel.
Well, the electricity bolt comes out of the smallest appendage, like your fingers and stuff.
You've been watching too many TV or movie commercials.
Yeah.
Now here's one: the crooked dealership employees.
Oh, here we go.
We always have at least 2 or 3 of these a month.
You had one last time, didn't you?
2 employees at Nissan of Newman in Georgia have been arrested amid a police investigation into customer reports of fraud on vehicle purchase paperwork.
Newman makes me think of Seinfeld.
Exactly.
Newman.
2 customers reported forged signatures on their documentation, with one alleging the forgery in connection with a vehicle service contract and other add-on items included in the deal without her knowledge. Third police report found a couple alleging the dealership lied to a financial institution about the trim level of the pickup they purchased, a practice known in the finance and insurance industry as power booking. But attorney John Lovell of the law offices of John Lovell said his clients Joshua Sherman and Mohammed Kareem Hassan had been arrested on suspicion of single counts of theft by deception in connection with the case. We have everything that you need signed right there.
Thank you very much.
Send your comments in. Yeah, press hard. There's 7 copies. 3 of them you're not allowed to read.
That's right. And you're not going to know what's actually, because it's all written in Arabic.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Former Audi CEO Rupert Stadler, is likely to become the first top executive to be convicted in parent Volkswagen Group's diesel emissions scandal. Stadler and Stadler brothers.
Like he really had anything to do with this.
Well, Stadler and 3 of the defendants who were engineers were charged in 2020 over their roles in the scandal after Volkswagen and Audi admitted in 2015 to having used illegal software to cheat on emissions tests. Presiding Judge Stefan Weikert said that Stadler, former Audi executive Wolfgang Hatz, and an engineer named Giovanni Pomio could face prison sentences, which would only be suspended in case of a full confession. According to prosecutors, the 3 engineers manipulated engines in such a way that they complied with legal exhaust emission values on the test bench, but not on the road. Stadler is accused of failing to stop the sale of the manipulated cars after the scandal became known.
Well, it wasn't flats.
Way to go.
Flats and scrubs.
Well, it's like I tell everybody I know that owns a TDI Volkswagen is don't get the update. You'll be disappointed with its performance.
Yeah.
Those were screaming little motors. That car ran very, very well, and the update sucks all the power out of it.
It's like updating your phone or your computer. Don't do it until you just absolutely have to.
Yep.
Or your wife.
It costs more money to update her.
A lot. Trust me.
There's the voice.
I know.
There's the voice of experience.
3 times.
Don't do the
They
update.
just will not let it go.
You brought it up. I didn't say.
No,
a word.
I didn't bring that up.
You tossed that softball up. We just took a swing at it.
And hit it. It was a home run, ladies and gentlemen.
Was
The
a
boys. Huh?
It was a dinger.
It was a dinger. Texas Porsche dealership employee who said he was fired after warning coworkers of a case of COVID-19 at the store in 2020 has received his job back. Why would you want it? plus more than $100,000 in back pay and $15,000 in compensatory damages.
And a bad cough.
And a bad cough. A settlement agreement was filed March 20th. The U.S. District Court of the Western District of Texas says the employee, Michael Pacho, is unconditionally reinstated at Porsche South Austin. Okay. U.S. Department of Labor filed the lawsuit October 21 against High Tech Imports after an Occupational Safety and Health Administration investigation determined the dealership violated the OSHA Act of 1970. OSHA law states employers cannot punish workers for raising a health or safety concern with their employers, among other protections. Oops.
Yep.
So don't get caught up in that.
Always wear protection.
Always wear protection, yep, because you never know.
Never know.
Yep.
Then you need ointment.
Ointments, yes, and shots. And I think I'm just not going to even get into this next story because it's way too long, complicated, and it's just going to go bad because I'm in such a mood right now that I'm ready to laugh. So,
go ahead.
No.
We got 5 minutes.
No, we
Go
don't.
ahead.
No, we need to take a break. And we're going to wrap up today's delayed show right after this quick break. You are on the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show right here on iHeartRadio.
Tailpipes and Tacos, Houston's premier car cruise-in returns Saturday, April 15th to the Lupe Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. Bring your hot rod, classic, resto mod, or any other vehicle you'd like to show and compete for one of 3 highly coveted chili pepper trophies. This April 15th kickoff event is one you'll want to put on your calendar because 100% of the money you donate for the free tacos will be given to God's Garage. You heard right, free tacos. Whatever you decide to give, all of it will be given to God's Garage and matched by Lupe Tortilla. God's Garage gifts vehicles to single mothers, widows, and wives of deployed military in the greater Houston area. In fact, the Garage will gift a vehicle to a mom in need at this special event. Be sure to attend the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In, Saturday, April 15th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Lupe Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. Free breakfast tacos for any donation to God's Garage. It'll make your heart and your belly feel good.
Mecum Auctions, the world's largest collector car auction company, returns to Houston, April 13th through 15th at NRG Center. Featuring 2,000 muscle cars, Corvettes, exotics, customs, and more. Broadcast live on Motor Trend TV and Motor Trend Plus. From avid collectors to those new to the Mecum experience, we welcome everyone. Register to bid now at mecum.com.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com.
Well, that's a wrap for this week's In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. When you're online, check out our Facebook page, give us a like, tell your friends about us, and share our junk, if you would, please. You'll get Conrad's Unicorn hunting features, along with all things automotive, all week long, including new car reviews, upcoming events, cruise-ins, racing events, and other informative and entertaining car and truck goodies. You can find the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app. Be sure to catch In-Wheel Time Car Talk on our live video stream on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com every Saturday, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. 30-minute podcasts available from over a dozen of the most popular podcast providers. The In-Wheel Time Chief Engineer is David Ainsley. Our Marketing Advertising Advisor and Video Technical Director is We Need More Jeff Zekin. For booking agent and podcast coffee creamer Mike Mars, along with Mr. Know-It-All, his royalty, King Conrad DeLong. I'm Don Armstrong. Be sure and join us again next Saturday, live for our 3-hour In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show, April 8th, 2023, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time on all of our In-Wheel Time Car Talk outlets. And don't forget, Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, 2 weeks away, Loopy Tortilla, Tex-Mex in Katy, 8 to 11. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Let's visit again next week. So long for now, everybody.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.